Real quick, before we get into the goodness, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you're notified to every time we upload a video. Appreciate you. You know, every generation, there's this new thing that comes out that the older generation swears is going to end society. It's going to make the next generation dumber or weaker or whatever. Back in the day, it was rock and roll music was going to be the downfall of the next generation. And then it was television is going to be the downfall. Then it was video games. Next, the internet. And now, social media. Well, out of all those things, social media, particularly TikTok, might truly be the end of the next generation. You see, TikTok has this terrible habit now of trying to kill our children with these retarded ass challenges. We're not talking normal challenges, weightlifting, fast running type of challenges. No, these challenges literally can cause you to die. Does anybody remember the egg crate challenge? The egg crate challenge caused dislocated shoulders and rotator cuff tears, ACL tears, broken wrists, spinal cord injuries, and even paralysis. And that was a challenge. Next was and this is one of the ones that still gets me, the Tide Pod challenge. What kind of dumb-ass challenge dares you to eat something that is not meant to be ingested? It is cleaning material, people. Something that is meant to get dirt, grime, and all kinds of nasty shit out of your clothes, and you believe you're supposed to ingest it? During its reign, the Tide Pod challenge had resulted in 8 deaths, some lawsuits against the Tide Company, and silly-ass parents trying to get Tide Pods banned or at least locked up behind cabinets at stores. Why in the f*** would anybody do that? You did your job as a parent, hopefully, and told your children not to eat like that. It's their dumbass following the latest social media trend that caused them to put their lives at risk. The next challenge, oh yeah, it's a laundry list, and I'm only going to hit the big ones, was the blackout challenge. The blackout challenge, TikTok's blackout challenge. Let me explain the blackout challenge, y'all. The blackout challenge is a challenge where you are voluntarily choking yourself to the point of blacking out to receive that euphoric high of losing consciousness. During its peak, 15 to 20 children died because of the blackout challenge, which resulted in several lawsuits being filed against TikTok. And you would think the dumbass people starting these challenges, or TikTok for promoting and allowing these challenges to continue in the service, they would learn a lesson. That, hey, these are not challenges. We're actually daring people to kill themselves and die. But nope, it didn't. Which leads to our latest one, the high speed challenge or the speedboat challenge. What that is, it's a challenge where you get on a boat in a lake, get to going at a high rate of speed, top speed, whatever it is, a high rate of speed, and jump off a moving boat. It is the most insane shit I have ever seen. No, all of this shit ranks on the same level of stupidity that I've seen from these various dumbass TikTok challenges. Now, there have been a reported 4 deaths related to this insane ass challenge. Some of that is disputed, some of that isn't. This is Tucker's 2 cents. I believe it is related, simply because of the track record of TikTok and the absolute stupidity of it with the people recording it. It is a challenge. It is on TikTok. People are doing it, and some of the people that have died have done it in the challenge format. since there is some dispute, I'll go ahead and play along with the dumbassery. Yes, some people have died in a related activity to the challenge. But let's be real. They died doing this dumbass. So when my generation says that, oh my God, the social media is going to fuck around and kill our kids. No, we have true evidence that this can actually kill our kids. And it brings me to something that was discussed a while back. Let me say two things actually. The first thing being TikTok in China, where TikTok was created, founded, and based. I know they say that, they operate themselves through an American company, but TikTok is still based in China. But TikTok in China doesn't promote this shit. See, there's a different version of it in China. It's called, I apologize if I am mispronouncing it, Douyin. Douyin came out before TikTok. It's actually what TikTok is, the algorithm of TikTok users is based on. The difference is the things that are promoted here, those dumbass stunts and challenges and all this depravity and negativity that the algorithm promotes on TikTok here in America, that shit don't fly in China. One of the things that's different is Douyin, the sister app in China. Users under 14 are required to use a teenage mode. And in teenage mode, they are limited to the social media app for only 40 minutes a day between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. Wow. Well, doesn't that seem like they are really looking out for their youth in their country with their app? And they even do a thing where they interrupt scrolling by mandatory 5-second delays. And they also only show specially selected inspiring content. The algorithm used by Douyin, the sister app to TikTok, both made by the same company, ByteDance. Their algorithm, quoting, "The algorithm is vastly different, promoting science, educational, and historical content in China, while making our citizens watch stupid dance videos with the main goal of making us imbeciles." Yeah, in China, they promote science, education, and history. Here, we get twerking and death-defying challenges. Why do you think that is? America's number one enemy, our biggest competitor, Russia, Russia, Russia. No. It's China, China, China. Yeah, y'all all made fun of Donald Trump and he was after China and on China's ass. And since the current administration has been in office, we see the threat they are. Remember that giant damn balloon that was flying over the nation? Yeah. But getting back to the social media aspect of it, now that I've explained to you my first issue being how ByteDance, the company that owns both these social media platforms, has made it different for America and different for China. What they said leads me to my second issue in this matter. I honestly believe that social media needs a age limit. Now, I know to join Facebook, you're supposed to have the age limit set to 16. Okay. That's by default. That's Facebook, aka Meta. That's their thing. You're not supposed to be allowed to sign up until you're 16. But hell, by the time kids are 14, 15, they know how to fudge their birth years to get on. But I believe that should be a lot more stringent, especially since I just read to you how China does their Douyin app in China. Seems to be working well there. And I very, very, very much agree, especially when you look at the statistics, that there should be a very hard and stringent age limit to social media. I don't believe any minor should have access to it. But if you must allow it, I don't believe social media should be accessed by anyone younger than 17. That 17 years old should be the absolute youngest you should be able to access, get involved, and participate in social media. Because the effects of social media on teens include distracting them, disrupting their sleep, exposing them to bullying, rumor spreading, unrealistic views of other people's lives, and peer pressure. That also includes what's the word I'm looking for here? An exaggerated belief that most of young adults are LGBTQ. that the alphabet mob way of life is so prevailing and so overwhelming that most of society is that way. It gives them belief that being a victim is how you get attention. It also leads to a unhealthy amount of depression and suicide, statistically speaking. Whereas I was once a believer in it is solely on the parents, and being a parent, 3 daughters, I have learned through experience that when your children reach a certain age, their peer group has more of a day-to-day influence on them than you do. That's just the way it is. Even looking back in my teenage years, my junior high school years, my day-to-day dumbass decisions, if I made them, were more based on my peer group and what I thought was cool than the foundation I was given at home. Now understand this. The foundation is what keeps them grounded. It won't let them go too far into stupidity. But they're still going to do some dumb shit. Now, that is enhanced with the help of social media. They're on those phones, computers, tablets, all day. 80% of a child's day, they're looking at a screen. And out of that 80%, easily 70% of that is not educational. So yes, I believe there needs to be a very strict age limit on social media. It may not be the popular thing to say, but it is what it is, man. The statistics bear it out. Your eyes see it. This ain't healthy for our kids, and it is literally killing the next generation. Hey, I hope you have enjoyed that YouTube exclusive video. That is a small segment from our podcast, Free Mind Thinkers, which can be found on all places that you may download your favorite podcast, including iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and any place else you choose to download your podcast. If you want to see Rumble exclusive videos, you can check us out over there, where you have exclusive content from the shows as well. Until the next time, remember to stand up, stand out, think differently.